So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our video of Mercury in the third house as your Atmakaraka. Okay? As in, what happens when Mercury is ruling the highest degree in your chart? It becomes part of the journey of the soul, lessons for the soul, and in a way, it's kind of like one of the layers of personality of the soul. Because we are multi layered. So, that's what this Mercury will represent as your. Atmakaraka planet with the highest degree, not including Rahu, Ketu, Uranus, Neptune, Pluto. Okay, in my thing, I won't use that. So maybe if you use a 8 Karaka system instead of 7, yes, you will have different one. And I won't argue with that. Okay. It's like astrology is in a eye of the beholder. So anyway, Mercury in the third house. And as always, if you do not know if you have this particular Mercury, what sign it's in, nakshatra it's in, and which planet is your Atmakaraka, Matyakaraka. For that, you can go to karasastrology.com where you'll find my books, reports, consultations, and link to my academy, Vedic Astrology Academy, which pretty much suddenly have seen the surge in students, which is great. And, definitely, hopefully, I can give you the Saturn movie next year. So, Mercury in the third house in Gemini. And one thing I noticed also, this t-shirt can show you so much dirt and flaws and all of that. And just, you got to understand, I've got 7 dogs and a cat. You will never see me with the clean clothes because they're always jumping on me. Cat is coming on me. You'll see marks, like you see nail marks here. I mean, it's just dirt's all over the time. So anyway, this is a very... childlike soul's journey. Like this person, as the Atmakaraka, as Mercury, is very curious about everything. Will ask question about everything. You know why they'll ask question about everything? They're learning too much information. And especially now, this is like Mercury Atmakaraka on steroids. Because even as a child, what are they doing now? iPads, iPhones, right? They're watching this video, that video, this information, that information. And then they're going to try to like investigate and find out through you as a parent or as a friend. Do you know this happened? Do you know that happened? Do you know what this means? Do you know what that means? It's like the information buffet is there for this Mercury to consume all the information. But the problem, it's not a problem. It's part of their trend. They get influenced by too many sources throughout their life. If they saw a source that can be very convincing in telling them this is what's happening, they'll be like, yes, this is what's happening. But then somebody actually gives them a better evidence that this is not happening. Instead, this happening, to be like, yeah, that's true. While the first one might be correct, they just weren't able to convince you so strongly. The second person who says that this is what's happening, then, so what happens is their decisions, you will see changing. If one time this person says, my favorite color is pink, you can't be thinking that pink is going to be their favorite color throughout life, because within 2-3 years from pink they will turn to yellow. And there is, like I said, childlike quality. They take life's journey of the soul is through fun, always involved with cousins and friends and neighbors. Like such people, they're out as the kids, especially as a kid. This child will be out by the time as soon as they come back from home or come back from school, they'll be out with this friend, this house, that house. It's that movement that Mercury needs here. And there's duality in that. This person has like 2 people inside them. One who's consuming information. Okay. The other takes that information, now starts giving it. But they give it in a very spicy way. They give it in a very dramatic way. because this is also the house where Rahu also rules. And this is more of a Nadi thing, that wherever this, when Mercury is in the third, that's where Rahu is also ruling. So usually you will see such people can be excellent at taking a product and making it look much different than what it is. And they can even convince you. This is why marketing, sales, communication, as the Atmakaraka shows, that's the soul's journey. If Ketu is there, one can go into data science. Mars is there, still data science or accounting. But Mercury's main thing here is also this. Miscommunication and mishaps of communications will happen. They'll say something so quickly, so fast to you, that it'll puncture your ego on this side and make a hole on the other. And especially if Mars is there. If this Mars, Mercury are there in the third and Mercury is the Atmakaraka, don't ever try debating with this person, because even if you're right, they're going to make you look wrong. Like this person, when it comes to debate, they have too much information with them. And they can spin the information around and make it look it's logical. But only if Mars is there. Okay? But the soul's journey, the soul's lesson is to discern from the right and wrong. That's the big part here, is to discern from right and wrong. I'm not saying, for example, if this person or if anyone who has Mercury in the third as the Atmakaraka, that no, they should only listen to like the mainstream media. That is the most honest thing, because they might be doing that and could be getting complete wrong influence. Versus if they go to an independent source that is actually trying to provide some information. Okay. Now, the thing is, when Atmakaraka is there, it has to learn lessons. So you got to understand, every single Atmakaraka in their own way is here to make mistakes. You can't have a perfect Atmakaraka. That, oh, this is my Atmakaraka, so now everything is perfect. No, it becomes perfect over time when you make those mistakes and you go over those mistakes. So like I said, first they will be influenced by the wrong part, then they'll be influenced by the right part. But this is duality. There's always back and forth going into information. Okay. Usually such energy can settle past 42, where they'll be more apt about, discerning that, and especially with the AI, this will really take Mercury to a new level of that duality. And especially with Mercury as the Atmakaraka, especially if Jupiter is there with Mercury, one becomes a very good mimicker, comedian. Because for being a comedian, you need a very strong sense of humor, and that's what Jupiter will provide here. But only if it's the Atmakaraka. Okay. And also with Mercury as the Atmakaraka, your maternal aunts and uncles will play a very strong role, or younger sister, in your development and in teaching you certain lessons in life. So they'll play a big role, whichever one is present. So anyway, guys, this is my analysis of Mercury in the third house as your Atmakaraka. Again, if you're new to my channel, subscribe below so you don't miss this type of videos. Again, and we're going to do 6 Lord through houses by Wednesday. Because it's an hour-long video I have to do, and I don't sit here for 1 hour. I do one part, I take a break. I do one part, I take a break. So, yeah, it's going to come on Wednesday. So anyway, we'll see you later. Bye-bye.